Let us consider one more problem on simply supported beam. It is carrying 2 kN per meter for a span 3 meter. One more load 9 kN at D. It is asked here to calculate slope at A and deflection at C. So first you need to draw the bending moment diagram. For drawing the bending moment diagram, you need to have the reactions here. So in simply supported beam with point load, you directly have the formula either WAB by L if it is not placed at the center. If it is placed at the center, you know that it is WL by 4. Now let us first calculate the reactions by taking sigma MB equals to 0. That is RA into 6 minus the moment bending moment due to UDL about B, that is 2 into 3 by 2 plus 3. The center of UDL to B, that is 3 by 2 plus 3. Then minus 9 into 2 equals to 0. If you simplify for RA, you will get 7.5 kilonewton. Then RB equals to total load minus RA. Total load is 2 into 3, 6 plus 9, 15. 15 minus RA, that is 7.5, will give you RB, that is equals to 7.5 kilonewton. Now let us calculate bending moment at C and D, because bending moment at A and B will be always 0. Bending moment at C equals to RA into 3, that is RA is 7.5 into 3, minus this much here, minus 2 into 3 by 2, you are taking moment at C. So 2 into 3 by 2, that means from center to C, from center of AC to C. So that comes 13.5 kilonewton meter. To calculate bending moment at D, I will come from the right hand because there are only one load now. It is from the left side clockwise positive, from the right hand anti-clockwise positive, that is RB into 2. RB is again 7.5, 7.5 into 2 will be 15 kilonewton meter. So once if you calculate the bending moment at C and D, you join from A is 0, D, B is 0, A to C, C to D, then again 0. Here it is 13.5 by EI, it is 15.5 by EI. These are the bending moments, these are M by EI values, and this is a bending M by EI diagram. Now here it is parabolic because it is it is carrying UDL for this portion. Rest of the portion is linear variation. Now to have the bending moment area, so there are different shapes. Let us divide this into 4 parts. So this much is the parabolic area. This is the trapezoid. In that I do divide into 2, one rectangle and triangle, and another is the triangle. Now calculate the areas of this. A1, it is a parabolic portion. So this is 2/3 of 3 into 13.5. If the parabola is like this, you know that it is 1/3, but it is this way parabola. It is 2/3 of rectangle, 2/3 of base is 3, height is 13.5 by EI. If you simplify, you will get 27.5 by EI. Now here we are calculating the tangential deviation of B, therefore we want the CG of each figure with respect to B. That is with respect to B are written. X1 bar means the CG of this one, then I need actually from here to here. So this is no, from this it is 5/8 of the base, from this it is 3/8 of the base, 3/8 of the base plus this much, that is 3. 3/8 of 3 plus 3, it comes 4.125 meter. Next A2. Area of this upper triangle, what is that? Half, base is 1, height is, this is 15, this is 13.5, 15 minus 13.5 is 1.5 by EI. Though you will get simplify, you will get 0.75 by EI. Now the center of, that is the distance of CG of this figure from B. So from here to here, you know that it is 1/3 of base, that is 1/3 of 1 plus D to B, that is 2 meter. If you simplify that, you will get 2.33 meter. Next, coming to this area, that is a rectangle. Width is 1 meter, height is, this is same, 13.5. Look at this, 1 into 13.5 by EI. If you simplify, it is 13.5 by EI only. Now X3 bar means from center of this to here. So this is now that half of the width. This is 1 by 2 plus 2. It is 1 by 2 plus 2, it is 2.5 meter. Now A4 means this is the area of the triangle. Half, base is 2, height is 15 by EI, so it comes 15 by EI. Then the center of this one from B, this is what it is required, it is X4 bar, it is nothing but from this side it is 2/3 of 2, that is 2/3 of 2 is 1.333 meter. So after calculating the areas and distance of CG with respect to B, now let us calculate TBA, because here theta A cannot be directly calculated. So from theorem number 1 of moment area, what it says, the change in slope between any 2 points will be given by the area between those two points. Now here we don't know here anywhere the slope is 0, but in cantilever what happens, the slope at the fixed end was 0, so you used to take the area between the point where you are calculating the slope and the fixed end. But here you don't know the point of 0 slope, so that's why here directly theta A or theta C, theta D, theta B cannot be found out. So to get this theta A, so first you need to calculate the tangential deviation of B with respect to A. Then using this triangle, theta A equals, this is opposite side by, this is base is this one. By calculating that relation, we can calculate this theta A. So first let us calculate this theta B, TBA, that is tangential deviation of B with respect to A. How to calculate tangential deviation of B means you have to calculate the moment of M by EI diagram between B and A about B. So that's why you have to take the areas of each figure, multiply with CC of distance of that figure with respect to B. Already we have calculated x1 bar, x2 bar, x3 bar and a1, a2, a3 also. Now this tangential deviation of B with respect to A is a1 x1 bar plus a2 x2 bar plus a3 x3 bar plus a4 x4 bar. If you multiply and add them, you are going to get here 166.87 divided by EI. Now you know that from this triangle tan theta equals to opposite side adjacent, that is tan theta A equals to TBA divided by 6. But for smaller values of theta, tan theta can be directly taken as theta. That's why theta A equals to TBA by L, where L is the span of the beam, that is 6. So 166.87 divided by A is TBA, divided by L means it is 6. So if you simplify that, you are going to get slope as 27.11 divided by EI. So after calculating the slope at A, now it is required to calculate the deflection at C. You know that deflection at C is, that is YC. Here this is a deflection at C. But now you cannot directly calculate the deflection at C here. So from this geometry of the triangle, this C dash, YC is what it is, C dash is equals to C double dash minus C dash E. So this minus this gives you the required deflection. So now first let us calculate this C dash. This is from the geometry of the figure you need to find. See now this is the triangle AB dash. This is another triangle AC dash. So you know that tan theta A is equals to, you have calculated TBA by L. Now similarly if you take this triangle, so here C double dash, tan theta equals to or theta equals to opposite side by adjacent, that is C dash is opposite to x is base. So therefore C dash is equals to, you can say theta A into x. That's why now I have written here theta A into x. Theta A is already calculated, 25.7.811 divided by I into 3, that gives you 83.433 divided by EI. So once if you get this C double dash, now we have to calculate C dash and C double dash. What is this? It is a tangential deviation of C with respect to tangent from A. So this is a TCA. How to calculate TCA now? C dash, C double dash is a TCA. It is nothing but area of the M by EI diagram between A and C about C. When you have calculated TBA, you have taken the area of the M by EI diagram between A and B multiplied by the distance of CC with respect to B, because we have calculated the tangential deviation of B. Now we are calculating the tangential deviation of C. So you have to consider the area between A and C, and you have to multiply the distance of CC with respect to C. If you consider the area between M by EI diagram between A and C, there is only one figure. So what is the area of that figure? 2/3 of base into height. 2/3 base is 3, height is 13.5 by EI. And the distance of CC with respect to C, because you are calculating the tangential deviation at C itself. So this is the centroidal distance, that is nothing but 3/8 of the base, 3/8 of 3. If you simplify this, you are going to get 30.375 by EI. Now you got C dash as well as C dash C double dash. So C dash is 83.433 by EI. C dash C double dash is tangential deviation, which comes 30.375. Therefore YC equals to C double dash, that is 83.433 divided by EI minus 30.375 by EI. If you simplify that, you are going to get 53.083 divided by EI. This is the deflection at point C.